So, we have a question from Graham Mills. What's the logic behind the iPhone module? Is this module available via a standard route as well? Thanks, Graham. So Martin, did you get that question?
The meaningful education experience from start to finish on a mobile device, in this case an iPhone. It is clearly obviously one modality that we're using, Graham, and so we will continue to support our content in a multitude of environments. Again, it comes back to our belief that the Open University is all about being open to people as broadly as we can, and so this whole trends that we now see around mobility and the access to rich environments through mobile devices, the Open University believes that we need to be, again, sort of at the leading edge of showing what's possible from an educational experience to a mobile device, as well as to rich clients and classrooms and other more traditional ways of delivering education. I hope that answered the question.
Did that answer the question for you, Graham? We missed a little bit of what you were saying in the beginning. Good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. So we have a question next from Planetary Scientist. I love that name. We've seen what the virtual university of the future might look like. What does the actual university of the future look like? Thanks, Planetary.
That's a great question. Well, one thing's for sure, the world can't produce enough brick and mortar universities to keep pace with the demand for higher education around the world. So I personally believe that the university of the future is going to be a hybrid model where we will make use of communing together physically as and when that's possible and available to create those rich personal social experiences and exchanges and interactions with subject matter experts of all types, but it will clearly be surrounded by a set of enabling environments, often leveraging technology for people to commune, to do active research and scholarship on their own or with others, where instead of showing up into a lecture room with 400 other people and have content regurgitated to you that you memorized and spat back as an exam, which was the education experience I got when I went to university, people will be able to do all of that prerequisite study prior to and discussion prior to those more formal settings, and then the formal settings can do what they do best, which is to take those very precious times when those that have the knowledge that they want to share can come together with those that want to learn, to discuss, to test, to ask questions, to apply, to do all the things that great education has always been about. So it's about thinking about a hybrid model where we move from a blend of brick and mortar to click and mortar, and where we fundamentally deconstruct and reconstruct the pedagogy to move away from sage on the stage to coach on the side, and we recognize whenever we have those wonderful opportunities where motivated people come together, it should always be about the discussion, it should be about the application, it should be about the testing of knowledge and assumptions, it should not be about remote gurgitation of knowledge, and that's where the entire way that we assess people we have to revisit. A young person the other day described going to school to me this way. It's like being on an airplane. You sit down, you have to put all of your trust and confidence in somebody at the front who you don't really know, and then you have to turn off all your electronic devices. I fundamentally believe that those notions of traditional education have to change, and I thank you for the question.